If you are tired of grinding badges offline, then be sure to hit up my boys over at Hero Grinders for the fastest, easiest, and most legit badge grinding service in the world. Top links in the description. Fun fact, only 6.5% of you guys are actually subscribed to this channel, so please, if you do enjoy the video, consider subscribing. Also, if you haven't already liked the video, it helps me out so much, and enjoy. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys an advanced ISO dribble tutorial. This tutorial is going to be super duper advanced, and if you guys just want a basic dribble tutorial, let me know. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to check out my signature styles video. It's in the card above, as well as in the link in the description. Trust me, if you do not have these you won't be able to do a majority of the drill moves in this video. Hopping right into things, the very first isolation move you need to learn is the BD cancel. This is an extremely overpowered and really glitchy move that'll help you start combos so easily. To do this move, you simply need to hold turbo and press your left stick down, not flick it down, but press it down like it's a button. Then wait for a split second and flick your left stick down, but a little bit towards your off ball hand. So for example, if the ball's in my right hand, I'll hold turbo, press my left stick down, and then hold my left stick to around 7-ish o'clock. Next, moving on to another kind of combo starter is going to be the half spin. To do this move, you need to be running backwards, so hold turbo and hold your left stick down. Then rotate your right stick from your ball hand to the top. So if the ball's in my left hand and I'm running backwards, I would rotate it from 8 o'clock to 12. Remember that while spinning your right stick, the player is facing you, so it's kind of mirrored. The next move in today's video is going to be the connectors. The connectors are super important for all ISO players since it allows you to keep combos going. In order to do this sliding behind the back that you guys see me do in this video, you basically need to point your left stick to the opposite direction that you're running in. You can do it directly backwards, but I notice it's a little bit easier to point it a little bit towards your player's back. So let's say I'm running towards around 2 o'clock and I want to do the sliding behind the back. All I would need to do is hold turbo and then hold my left stick to around 8 or 9 o'clock. Onto the nutmeg tutorial. To do this move, you need to be holding turbo and run straight. Next, you're going to want to flick your right stick diagonally down towards your off ball hand like you're doing a behind the back, and then straight up like you're doing a crossover. For example, if the ball's in my right hand, I'll flick to around 7:30 and then flick straight up to 12 o'clock without a single pause in between. The next move on this list is going to be the double crossover. This move is a little bit more difficult than it may seem. If you want to, you can technically just do this move by flicking up twice on the right stick. However, in order to be the most glitchy and get the most movement, you need to be running diagonal, and then once you're in the middle of doing your double crossover, flick your left stick to the other diagonal. So if the ball is in my left hand and I'm running to around 11 o'clock, then I would flick up twice, and as I'm doing this, I would move my left stick to around 1 o'clock. The sixth dribble move on today's video is going to be the CRABBY patty. This move is extremely simple. All you need to do is hold turbo and flick your right stick towards your ball hand. So for example, if the ball is in my left hand, I'll just flick to the left. This move may seem extremely dumb, but if your opponent is ever on your side or even a little bit behind you, just pop one of these and you'll crab them every single time. I can't really show this since I am playing against an AI, but trust me, it's really good. On to the seventh move for today's video is going to be the Pro 1 step back. This move just creates so much space. It's actually kind of scary. This is yet another really simple move. All you need to do is hold turbo and then flick down on the left stick. Yes, it's that simple. Next is going to be the quick stop. So there's two ways of doing this move. To do the little between the legs quick stop from current gen, you need to be running to either side and then flick your right stick towards your off ball hand. So if I'm running to the left, then all I would need to do is flick my right stick to 3 o'clock. Next, I would then just wait a split second and then hold square to shoot. For the other quick stop, you need to do a dribble move first. My favorite is the little step back crossover move. After you've done this move or pretty much any other move, you need speed boost to the side. Next, let go of turbo and your left stick, wait a split second, and then shoot. This move is extremely difficult to do at first, but trust me, with a little bit of practice with the timing, you'll be able to do it really consistently. The next move for today's video is going to be the basic one, spin. To do this move, simply you just have to be running straight and then rotate your right stick from your off ball hand to the top. So for example, if the ball's in my left hand, I'll rotate my right stick from around 4 to 12 o'clock. The next move is going to be the ISO post spin. To do this move, simply hold left trigger. Next, to do this little between the legs, you need to hold your left stick across towards your off ball hand. Once that is done, you can rotate your right stick from your ball hand towards your off ball hand. So for example, if the ball is in my left hand, I would hold left trigger and hold my left stick to the right and then rotate my right stick from the left to the right. If you want to do this move backwards, you need to first do a basic one spin, and then after that, the only thing that changes is you need to make sure your left stick is more downwards, and this time rotate your right stick from your off ball hand to the top. So if the ball's in my right hand, I would hold left trigger and hold my left stick to around 8 o'clock, and then rotate my right stick from 3 to 12 o'clock. The brother of this move is the STEEZO spin from old 2Ks. The only real difference is that you need to be going more sideways with this spin. You can do this another way. You pretty much need to be walking backwards while holding left trigger. Then you need to stop, wait a split second, and rotate your right stick from the bottom towards your ball hand. So if the ball's in my right hand, I will back up, stop, rotate my right stick from the bottom to 9 o'clock. Personally, I don't really like this version. It's just a bit too slow and it's really hard to combo up with. The next move is going to be the spin back. Most of you guys probably already know how to do this move, but if you don't, you need to rotate your right stick from your off ball hand to the top while holding your left stick down. So if the ball's in my left hand, I'll rotate my right stick from 3 to 12. And while I'm doing that, I need to point my left stick downward. To do this really glitchy teleport move that you guys are seeing me do right now, you basically need to do the exact same thing, but you need to be going sideways. The best way that I found to get sideways is through a nutmeg. Once you are going perfectly sideways, you can rotate your right stick the same way you normally would and point your left stick down, just the same way you normally do a spin back. For the last move of the video, it really isn't even a dribble move, but I've gotten a lot of questions on how to do the around the back shot, so I figured I would show you guys how to do it right now. All you need to do while running straight is move your left stick from the top to the side while holding the shoot button. So if the ball's in my right hand, I'll hold my left stick to around 8 o'clock while holding square. If you guys are able to master these drill moves, then you guys are set. All you need to do next is just put them together and create your own combos. Anyways, you guys, if you did enjoy the video, consider subscribing. It helps the channel out so much. Like the video if you enjoyed it or just found it helpful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy.